Is that what I think it is?
From your mother. What do you think it is?
It's the curtains that she sewed for us.
That's sweet of her.
We had to pay €9 to
Was that what this was? €9?
To clear customs. It only cost her £4 to make.
Ooh, oh wow. Très chic, ouais.
So my mother is a seamstress and we got her to make us a curtain to go at the front of this top set of shelves here because this is not pleasing to look at.
Let me guess, it doesn't spark joy.
It does not fill me with joy. And we don't want to spend money making doors.
I don't want to make a cabinet that we're just going to tear down.
Covering it.
There you go.
Seemed like a smart call. How many did you make? Two?
There's two of these, and then one in what I think is another one of yours.
It's another apron.
You get another apron.
Yay.
Très chic.
That one fits you. Maybe you should make that for you.
I mean, it doesn't actually fit me.
I think you need to a little higher up on the waist. Little higher up on the waist. There you go.
It's definitely not designed for me because it doesn't retie.
There you go, Grandad.
It's a lovely colour. Be good for when you're doing your treeing.
What, are you going to put me curtains up?
No, don't be ridiculous. I'm far too tired.
Put my curtains up.
Have you got anything that's a curtain rail?
We've got some rope.
I mean, there's...
Oh no, we've got stuff from when we put the clothing
your
line.
Washing line.
I think somewhere. That would work.
Yeah, probably. So you want 3 curtains is what she's given us?
Yep.
Slightly worried about it catching fire above the stove.
Which is why the one above the stove will probably always stay open just...
Well, yeah, because if we swap that with that, you can have all the cooking, the stove bits directly above. Mm-hmm. But 3 is quite a lot. I mean, you could even get away with just one on either side, almost.
No, it's supposed to sort of bundle up and frill.
Right. When you bundle up and frill. Right, if you give me that. Oh, God, it's the side with the loop in it, please. So your choice, I think it's going to have to go on the roof. If you look how long it is.
Yeah.
It's definitely going up there. Yeah. Okay. So do you want it completely in line with the edge? A little bit extra?
A little bit outside the edge.
Uh-huh. So, do you want to thread all 3 onto yarn? Use your fingers. Oh, fucker! Right in the dick. Also pick up this bottle sauce. All 3 on. Oh, no. Surely it goes in there.
Top one.
Yeah. Okay. No, that's I think you're looking for the bit that's the top.
Shh.
Probably that bit, the bit that looks like the top.
Oh my God, stop talking. Stop talking.
Yes.
Don't just push.
Not just pushing. There we go. Right, so that's got a turning issue. There you go, Marjorie. Fuck me. I mean...
It looks very ethnic in here now.
It does look ethnic. It looks like every budget farmhouse kitchen I've ever been in.
Which is exactly what this is.
Good God.
Well, I mean, it looks cleaner in here. It does
look cleaner. The only thing is, now looking at that, it makes me think that we should buy a bucket of the white lime wash and do fucking walls.
I'm not painting these walls.
What, even with the mixed lime plaster stuff, the lime paint stuff, which is €4 a bag as opposed to whatever for the tub.
You want to plaster these walls and then tear it all down?
But I mean, having that and then having the horrible ceiling and walls is a bit sad. We're going to be in here for another 9 months.
You have to scrape all that down before you do anything to that.
Fine, just that white stuff will just go straight over it. No one notices. No. You know, think about how much better you'll feel because it's pretty in your kitchen. Think about how it will improve your mood. Think about how improving your mood makes my life better. Happy wife, happy life. Hello and good morning. Today we are making vodka. Very slowly. First stage of this is boiling up an enormous volume of potatoes. I should better put the light on it, actually it's quite dark. Or at least what we've done is pick out all the potatoes which were a bit dodgy on our selection. And I think it wasn't so appealing. And steam them heavily for an extended period of time. So obviously we don't have a big enough pot because all the brewery pots are down at Wojtek's where we do the brewing. So I've stolen a couple of the big fermenters, which I'm filling up with potato mash. Once I've done that, I then take a smaller amount of barley, mash that, as in make it wet, etc., to bring out all its enzymes. Use the enzymes to break down the starches in the potatoes by adding it in, then add the yeast, then leave it for 8 days, then run it through our new still, or Wojtek still, which we have borrowed. And that's the basic plan on this one. I'm following-ish a recipe by a guy whose name I don't actually know, but his YouTube channel is called Still It. And Chasing the Craft, they're very serious distiller. I mean, you know, good video, funny, but he's a much more sort of serious YouTuber about these things and has a lot of really, really good information. And this is his an adaptation of his potato vodka recipe, which we shall see how it goes. I will put a link to his thing in the description, or maybe Rosie will, and then we will see if we can copy and get some similar results to he does, using a much more basic process. Also, he has an amazing still, which is like £10,000, whereas I have a copper pot still, which you'll see later. So that's 1 kilo of barley, which we've got left over, and is actually very, very cheap from our Spanish supplier. And I need, I reckon, 2, so twice that needs to go in at the end. And then I think we're just going to use the cheapest and most basic bit of yeast we've got. It's baker's yeast. As you can tell, I am heavily supported. The team are very up for it today. Partying hard everywhere. High octane hounds. Vincent is living his best life. Salem is in her absolute favourite spot, which is the coolest spot in the whole house, which has every cross breeze, and is on a cold tile floor.
Good morning. We are on our way to Coimbra, to the AMA office, in an attempt to renew our D7 visas. We tried to do this about 2 months ago, but we went to Viso, a different office, I think it was the IRN office, and they said we don't do this here, so they sent us somewhere else.
They used to do that up until about 6 months ago, when they changed it.
No, it was the second place they sent us to, which was a 20-minute walk away. And then when we got there, they were like, no, we don't deal with this anymore. We used to, but you need to go to Coimbra, to the AMA office, where they deal with this. And apparently you're supposed to book appointments. We've tried emailing, tried the whole online booking system, it never gives us the option for the residence permit, to renew the residence permit. So we're going to try going into the actual office. Is it going to be a huge waste of time?
Probably.
Very likely. But at least we tried.
At least we tried. And also the entirety of the residents people are on strike at the moment as well.
Yeah, so maybe we didn't pick the best day.
Potentially not.
But even if they're on strike, there should still be people there, right?
You know what a strike is, right? Everyone downs tools.
Yeah, but it's like in the UK, they have train strikes, but you still have a limited number of people working the trains.
Seems ambitious. I think it's unlikely. I think it's going to be an empty office, and then we're going to pop to Leroy Merlin, make ourselves a shopping list for a delivery, and then come back.
Yeah. Our visas expire next week.
But there is an extension on all visas.
Supposedly there is an extension on all visas until June 20... Is it 2028?
2020... Was it 2028?
Or was it 2025?
2025 would make more sense. If it was 2028...
The Portuguese, they take years to deal with stuff like this.
But I mean, 2028 would mean that...
The backlog is like 5 years worth of work.
400,000 units.
Yeah, it's a lot of applications that they just have not processed.
If our visa was extended to 2028, we wouldn't have to get a new visa. That's past the point of citizenship for us.
Yeah, so at which point we could potentially just apply for citizenship, because then we would have been in the country for 5 years.
The only thing is, I would like to get the address on our visa changed to our actual house.
Yes. Our residence permits are very much old, and the address is the address that we were using in Lisbon when we lived there for 6 months.
Yep. So even if we can update that
would be a plus. We'll see what happens.
That we will, Peg.
What is it? Expect
the hope for the best, plan for the worst.
Hope for the best, plan for the worst.
I mean, that should be a t-shirt of dealing with the Portuguese
Bureaucracy.
Which is, it's not that bad, but it's not great. Ooh, what a waste of time. I'll give that to you. They were very nice this time.
I wouldn't say it was a waste of time. You're very much walking out of the shot.
Well, we need to go that way.
So they don't actually do the renewals.
No.
They're not doing the renewals anytime soon.
No, not this year.
Not this year.
There are no renewals.
Yeah, there are 0 appointments for renewals on the visa that we are on. And when asked if we can travel, because I have to travel back to England in December, her response was not very clear.
Well, the thing is, they said that England is the issue with it because the Portuguese
immigration and borders are all aware that people can stay in the country and travel in and out on an expired residence card. However, whether England are aware of that, they don't know. Well, but that doesn't matter because we travel to England on a UK passport. They never check the residence card.
Yeah, they don't care.
So really, I think we're fine.
Yeah, I think it should be absolutely fine.
But her response was, just keep emailing until you get an appointment. We've already emailed, there's been no response.
Several thousand times.
Maybe just once a week we just follow up, chase up, ask for an appointment.
Yep.
But her response very much was, you're not going to get this until June next year.
At the earliest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we will just live on a
expired
residence card without the correct address on it for the next year.
Yeah. Fun times.
Woohoo!
Cafe?
More like a beer.
I think there's a pub around here. Well, not a pub, but a bar.
Quick Leroy Merlin trip while we're here.
€12 a metre square for metro tiles.
€12 a metre square. It's about the same price as UK.
Yeah.
I think in UK we paid a tenner for a metre square.
I bet if we went to one of the big tile shops it would be cheaper.
Yeah, but for bathroom tiles, surely you want massive tiles like that.
Yeah.
maybe the big squares. How much are the big fake marble squares? 24.99. That's not too bad.
Per metre square.
Yeah.
So bigger than that.
So 4 of those.
No, metres about that big. One and a bit. Laminate. Oh, and a big slaty tiles.
Well, hello there. Oops. Let's turn that down. I'm gonna go pick up chicken for dinner because we can't be bothered to cook dinner. Coimbra really takes it out of you, you know? Oh wow. We've put a new gear stick in because ours kept coming off. That's the first time I'm using it and it feels very, very odd. Anyways, let's go get churrascaria. Churrascaria. Oh my god, this gear stick. Got the goods. We got the goods.
For me, the chicken.
Your chicken, my lord.
Oh, you shouldn't have.
Your chicken, my lord.
Lord.
Can somebody else smell chickadee poos? Chickadee, chickadee, chickadee poos. Can you smell chickadee, chickadee, chickadee poos? Chickadee, chickadee, chickadee poos. Oh, thank you, Salem.
No.
Such a good girl. Thank you.
Look at this. Look at the madness.
Oh yeah, they could smell it from before I even got out of the car. Crazy nudes. Crazy nudes. Did you just grab her by the legs?
Neck.
You grabbed her by the neck and then threw her down. Wow. We have a goat problem. We have a serious goat situation happening here. The goats keep... Don't you jump on me. The goats keep escaping.
Well, they used to be fine.
Do you want to talk about what the neighbour told you yesterday?
Oh, one of the neighbours caught me on the way back from brewing and said that our goats had escaped up onto the other neighbour's field.
What did they say they were going to do to the goats?
Well, I don't know, because my Portuguese isn't quite good enough and she's got a very thick accent. But that they would be
Killed?
shot or something. I was like, okay, we'll fix that.
Our neighbours are going to kill our goats if our goats eat their crops.
The thing is, there's nothing on their fields. And then Armando messaged me and he was like, he might be grumpy about it. So I don't think it's as bad as all that. Good chasing. That's the one. Salem.
One of the neighbours did try to tell us yesterday morning, but we were in Coimbra, so...
Yeah, so he missed it.
And also from the top of the house, we can't see where the goats get up to. We know they escape onto that side, which we have spoken to that direct neighbour, and he's absolutely fine with the goats being
He
there.
actually even suggested it because it clears his land.
But now apparently the goats are going one field or 2 fields further over to the neighbours, and they're not happy about it.
Well, we don't know they're not happy about it, but...
I suppose I wouldn't be happy about it if there were goats eating my crops.
Yeah, apparently he's older and grumpier.
Yeah, so this morning's job is to...
Reinforce all goat things.
Yeah, fix up all the goat fences. These little buggers just want to get out.
And it's only got bad.
Hey, where do you think you're going?
It's only got really bad since Antonio's. That's it, guys.
Yeah, you tell him. You tell him, bud. You tell him. Good job. The fence at the top is there.
Yeah.
So how come that fence doesn't match up with the line of that one?
Because I don't think this is very accurate.
Should we measure up how much fence we've got?
Yeah, let's have a look.
Although that roll that we've put there, we put there because the goats were just jumping straight over it. Clinton, what do you want? You can smell a treat in my pocket, can't you?
Right, let's go have a look at that fence and at the other bit. Look at them looking at that spot.
They're like, what is this piece of wood that you have put here? This is our get-out hole.
They weren't jumping over it that way, were they? Oh, it's full of brambles. Right, ready? And out.
Right, trying to roll the same thing.
Oh, we're not just going to measure it?
Have you got a tape measure?
No, but I was going to do it by pacing it out.
Okay.
You've actually got a good bit.
I think that would do that whole thing.
It would be that whole corner. But we need some more posts.
We've got posts around.
Not that many. Just trying to work out if is this actually going to solve the problem?
It'll completely cut off their access to that cliff.
Yeah.
That cliff is where they get out.
Yeah. My only other thought is it easier to cut, just cut the cliff away?
How are you going to do that?
With a power drill in Charlotte.
We could also just trim the whole top section, remove any vines from it.
How would that help?
Because they get up on the cliff to eat the vines and the brambles.
Yeah, let's have a look.
If there's nothing for them to eat, they won't climb up.
Well, no, because they want to go out more than climb up. Well, there's plenty of things to eat down here.
Look at this whole thing. You can't even get through that. That's so dense.
Lazy.
I mean, should we just chain them all up in different sections?
Well,
That would literally solve all our issues.
True. I mean, so the thing is, they get up there, is the bit they climb.
Yeah. So if we just remove that bit.
Either remove that bit.
That's rock though.
Got a jackhammer. I would be slightly worried about the wall falling down. Well, when you say rock.
I'm looking at the bit by your foot at the bottom on the right.
Well, yeah, but we only need to get rid of that bit there and remove this. We'll put it further up against the edge. So there's no climbable thing. So move that to there.
Oh, there's a sock there.
Huh? What?
There's a sock here.
Yeah, not one of ours. And that does just come away. If I just cut down there, there's no way for them to get up anymore.
What about the whole wall falling down?
Well, it's resting behind that, so it's really this bit's the issue. Or, as I said, I could 3 planks, basically make this bigger and better. Those are the options.
Well, if we could get some kind of post or something all the way up to the top of that bit, and then block off that whole section.
That would be the best, wouldn't it?
Yeah. So maybe we do just trim as much of this back as we can.
Yeah.
Get as much of a straight line with a post.
Where do you think the post goes? In that top corner?
That top section. Or do we just lock them all into the other section?
What? So they're on that side for now? That's not really enough for that many goats.
Give them access to the hill again.
I'm down for it, it would work. Because we could just flip the end of that electric fence round and go round the hill again. but you're looking at quite a big job. I mean, this I think will hold them for the short term.
We don't have to move that much of the electric fence. We just need to remove it from that top section. That's just one section.
Yeah, but then they're going to go on the hill and then out and then straight back to that neighbour's field.
When they go up the hill, they don't go up that way. They can't really access there unless they get to the other side of the hill.
Because they can't get...
I have no confidence in that electric fence. And I have no confidence in these stupid fences which keep 0 animals in. This is why people build fencing out of wood.
Yeah, or high tensile wire and proper fencing. I mean, do you want to go and have a look on the hill, see what we think about doing up there? Or are we just...
If we give them access to the hill, we'll literally just move one section of that electric fence.
To block off the end?
So that they can just go up the wall bit.
Yeah, but then they're going to come out the bottom.
I don't know, I'm sort of out of ideas, really. Is there a much simpler solution to this than...
Everything I've read, literally what all people say is the goats will get out. It's just a thing with goats.
This is why the original owners of this house had the goats next to the main house at the top. But then how did they keep them in? There's no fencing up there.
They didn't. They locked them in or took them out and chained them. They only did 2 things. They did it every morning.
Smart.
Yeah. But more effort by a lot.
Been discussing this for 15 minutes that the camera turned off.
First thing I'm going to do is build up that bit by the gate so they can't get through there because they're just going to keep on coming back. The other thing we do have is that barrel, and I think what we do is we go look at what supplies we have, because if we could get a post in there, I do have things like big sheets of barrel steel, which could be screwed on to make a bigger cover.
Yeah.
At the moment, they can't get over that with the wood there. The question is, can they break it more than anything else?
Where'd you get your rock building skills from?
Thank you. Let me just straighten this out a bit. Right up to the wall. If you bend that down there, see if you can sort of push it up against the edge of the gate.
So I'm going to try drilling into here, put a post there, put the fence up against here. Or we cement the rocks there.
If to put something into either of these, I'd need to get some bigger bolts than what I've got, I think. Although there's no reason I couldn't. I don't know. I don't know what's going to be best. Or easiest. Or going to work is the other one.
Well, either way, you're going to have to see whether you can drill either through that or through that.
Yeah, true.
So, why don't we start with that?
Yeah, fair. Right. Cool. That is fairly sturdy. Ah, my back. Sure you don't want to swap these shitty thin ones for that big flat one that's there.
I don't really want to touch that.
Yeah, fair. peppermint. Or
That is so. I mean, unless we completely redo this one.
Yeah.
And then like cement it into the ground. Oh, it makes sense to have it this way, doesn't it?
Yeah. Goes in easy, doesn't it?
Why did that go in?
Because that's designed to go through granite, and that's earth.
Okay. Problem number 1 is now fixed. The issue is that they were getting through, where did we have a gate? I think here. They were getting through this section here. We have moved that post to here where it's flatter, so they can't get through here. And this post here is also much sturdier now. And gate also looks much better. And then we have problem number 2 over there, which we just saw them walk up there, and it looked like none of them could figure out a way to get out because Tom put boards up there yesterday evening. So potentially that's also been fixed.
This is the most ratchet solution I've ever done. That's saying something.
Most of what we do is pretty ratchet.
Yeah. What I do need is something just to close up that hole. Right.
Solved.
Fuck us. Oh, let's get goats, she said.
I only wanted 4 goats.
We only had 4 goats.
Now we've got fucking 11.
Well, you shouldn't have let them breed then, should you? Should have had them castrated.
The problem goats aren't even our goats, they're our neighbour's goats. When is he taking his goats back?
I have no idea.
Probably when his grazing land is back to grazing standard.
Yeah.
So probably another month or 2.
I tell you what, let's give him our goats as well. He can have them whilst this regrows.
Well, every 6 months, just switch them round.
Well, not even every 6 months. He can have them for a month whilst we till this and sow it and give it a month to regrow. Put a fence across put the electric fence in sections so they don't get to eat it all. Because, I mean, over winter this grows thick and fast. And if we put something that was actually, you know, an animal feed crop on it.
You think that would stop them from going out?
Well, I mean, if they've got a volume of food that's more than they can eat, and then they can't get out easily, yeah. I mean, or at least slow them down. Get it, bud.
We found, bud. What is it? Is it a lizard?
Is it Liz? Is that lizard?
Lizards? Right, we done down here.
I think we're done for the moment. The annoying thing is on George's land is that it looks like we could just close that one area there, but I know they can get underneath those trees. I've seen them do it.
Yeah. They're really trying to find a new way to get out.
Yeah.
They're going across the entire fence, back and forth. Little shits.
Yeah. Well, starting work on the goat hill function soon.
Should we go upstairs, Tails? Are you done here? Yeah?
You bored?
You bored? You want to go get snacks? We harvested our first pumpkin the other day. Actually, no, we didn't harvest this. It fell off the vine. I think we can probably harvest 2 more today.
Yeah.
They sort of look like they're ready. Look at the size of that. That's bigger than my head. Probably about the same size as yours. You've got a big head.
Talking about your grey hairs are really kind.
That's getting quite hot.
What?
Pumpkin.
Well, you probably needs to go in a cool place now.
But I feel like it could be more orange.
I mean, I don't know how orange those pumpkins get.
I remember the photo being quite orange.
Trust the photo. Wait.
Goodies. Come on. Salem, stop.
I think she was actually just coming.
1. Come on, bud. Also, I have another problem in the garden. So we've planted probably 4 or 5 different types of peppers. But some of them, I can't tell what kind of peppers they are, like these. Are these going to turn a different colour? Because I think we have a mix of red, yellow and green, and then we have padrons. And then we've got cayennes, and then some chili seeds, which I think are red chili seeds from Mauritius, which my cousin David brought for me. Thank you, David. But I don't think those ones are ready yet. We've got quite a few of these. And then these, I mean, what is this? Is this a padron? Is that a bell pepper?
Oh, is you telling everyone about your pepper fucker?
My pepper issue. I mean, I really should have labelled them. Like this. What are these? Are these going to turn a different colour? Are they turning a different colour? I have no idea. Are these ready to be picked? I couldn't tell you.
It's your own fault.
Pepper problems. And this is something that grew from my compost, and I just left it. I thought it was a butternut, but it doesn't look like it's changing colour. I don't think it's near ready to be picked either. Just gonna keep letting it do its thing. I think this auberge is probably ready to be picked. Is it? Maybe it could be bigger. What else have we got that's ready? Ooh, got more auberge. Ooh. Watermelon. More tiny melons coming through. This broccoli is definitely ready to be picked. It's humongous. I think some of this eating corn is also ready.
Got another issue over here.
What?
There's another leak in the watermelon.
Oh, great.
Literally doesn't appear to affect the level of this one, but still.
I think this butternut is ready. Another one here. My rhubarb is still not turning red. Slightly problematic.
Slightly, not ideal.
Not ideal, considering it's the end of the fucking season. What else have we got here? We have so many butternuts. That one is gigantic. Look at that one compared to the size of my hand. Small-ish one here. Another one there. Hello, you. Another biggish one here. And then I think our biggest butternut. Guys, stop it. I think there's 3 more in here. Our biggest one, I believe, is this one up on this vine. Right at the top. It's gigantic. I accidentally planted that thinking it was a cucumber. But no, it's a butternut. And then the rest of me pumpkins. Oh, more butternuts here. I think that one's definitely ready. Yes, more pumpkins. Big old beast here. Smaller-ish one here. Another gigantic pumpkin here. think the biggest one is this one. So that's what? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 pumpkins. Plus the one that we've got at the top, 5. 5 gigantic pumpkins. And probably 10 to 15 butternuts. Oh, there's another one. Oh no, that one's splitting. I think that means it's getting too much water. These guys were never water. I planted them right next to the water trench that we have coming out of that water mine there, in the hopes that it would give it enough water so we would never have to water it. And it looks like it's done its job. These things are huge. And then I have some watermelons over here, which again I had the same idea of growing them here so we'd never have to water them. And they look like they are growing pretty well. That one's doing really good. That one's a bit smaller. This one here is also doing well. Let me just move you so you go this way. This one here. We had another one here, which as you can see got too much water and it just didn't quite make it. So far, not too bad. Remember the tomatoes that I planted probably about 2 months ago now, over here with the flowers. Well, we've got some pretty flowers coming through, and we do have quite a lot of tomatoes coming through. Ooh, hello. My basil, we've had a lot of pesto from these basils. And these ones over here, also quite a lot of fruit on here. These plants, however, I don't think will produce much because it's the end of August, and unless September is going to be another hot one, I don't think we'll have much fruit from those. But the flowers, however, are beautiful. Grape leaves.
Vine leaves.
So grapes.
Grapes grow on vines.
But you have different types of vines.
Yeah, and I looked for the and I looked for the one with the largest kind of leaf. So I'm gonna peel, and I put some in there as well, which you crushed. You monster. So I'm gonna take these off, wash them, roll them up, and put them in one of the many jars of brine we probably have lying around. And then we can try using them to make whatever that Greek thing wrapped in.
I think it's Turkish.
It's Greek.
Rice roll-ups.
Yeah, but it's Greek.
Originating from Turkey.
6 or 1/2 dozen. Yeah, can you put those in your bath?
When you pick up one of those pumpkins.
Pass me a pumpkin. That's not good though, don't they?
Yeah, I mean, I think everything has to sit out in the sun.
Salem. No, no, no. Well, that's very classic pumpkin, isn't it?
Do you want some crunchy broccoli? Ooh, tasty. Crunch, crunch. Don't spit that back in there.
Radishes? What is there?
Did you eat it, bud?
I think it's gone.
Do you want to try some, Taylor? Crunchy broccoli.
That's a no.
Ew, dirty. Eat your greens. You gotta grow big and strong. Eat your greens.
Dogs just need to eat a
Ooh, tasty. Tasty, tasty, crunch, crunch. Oh, I see, it's crunchy. Not too bad, huh? Ew. Gross. You ate yours, didn't you, bud? Good boy.